Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old Git Reacts, Reviews and Off Times Reminisces. Today we're doing Ordinance. Now, I did this very song a few months ago, but forgot to turn the audio on. Although it was a very compelling review, one you'd have been proud of me for, you wouldn't have heard a thing because, as I say, technology got the better of me. When you get to my age, it always happens. So let's try again, shall we? With this little number, The Kingdom of Nothing. So, if you hadn't heard this band before, or any of the other tracks on this album, when it first starts the intro there, you don't know what's going to come. You're almost sort of anticipating something proggy, and even the build up doesn't give it away. If you were a listener who doesn't know the band or the album or even the genre really, you still wouldn't be too sure where this was going. So it is a delight for me in particular when it all kicks off, and you've got Japanese fugu knives flying everywhere. So yes, that's the way to do it. Keep them guessing and then knock them flat on their arse. Bam. Don't know if you could hear it, but the pesky cave dogs are at it again. They're always at it, little buggers. Anyway, yes, lots going off really with this. There's quite a few not tempo changes, such, but changes in emphasis. And there's a very playful lead guitar activity going off. It's sort of almost rockish in many ways. You wouldn't necessarily be surprised to find it on some other genre, but the predominance here is, of course, the fast and rapid and the very engaging. It's you're not repulsed at all by this. I mean, that's the thing about extreme music. It depends which sort of extreme music you like, because some of it, if you like it, then it ain't extreme, is it really? But you know what I mean. That's why we all have our different preferences. But for me, this is possibly fizzes, as I say, fizzes along. It's like a vat of acid with some bull sharks swimming around in it. Lovely stuff. It's often said, that Finland is the happiest country in the world, and when you listen to a lot of Finnish music, even the blooming the heavier and more extreme side of music, with Finnish music, I always get the sense of they are happy people. They can't disguise it. They can be, barreling along, talking all sorts of Armageddon and music of the same sort of context. But you still get the sense of, excuse me, of the having fun. And then you get that playful guitar motif we've just heard, and you're sort of convinced that being a Finn isn't a bad thing to be. Yes. When I listen to music, I tend to listen to the whole thing as just the whole. Basically, I don't particularly go out of my way to pick out particular instruments unless they're so in your face you can't ignore them. And so, as very much the case with a lot of loud and noisy music, some parts very often just merge into others. And often the bass is a victim of that. But I just noticed they're sort of drifting away a little bit, that when the bass pokes its head up there, it's a gloriously flat, rumbly, no, not rumbly, it's just a flat sort of sound, but not a not an inconsequential flat sound. I suppose the point I'm trying to make is it's as if those sort of wires or hawsers, I suppose you'd call them, that they pull heavy loads out of mines or sort of on ship winches. It's that sort of thickness of wire that I'm reminded of with this bass. So yes, it's a flat sound, but it's not. It is a solid one as well. So yeah, so it just poked. I don't know if you noticed it, but it poked its head out just there. Excuse me. It just made me think, which doesn't happen very often. So there you go. What a treat that was. Towards the end there, I was going to stop it and say something, but I thought, no, let's go out on a roll, and it certainly did. There's a book by Clive Barker called The Fugue, I think it's called, and it basically describes in amongst any sort of landscape, there are areas that have a hidden beauty, or until you actually look at them, you don't realise how beautiful they are, or how sort of engaging they can be. And towards the end there was some surging riffs that I've noticed particularly before, hidden amongst all the other glorious bits of this song and this album. And they just came out, and I was about to sort of click and say something, but no, let's listen to a bit more of this. And then towards the end, it's not a direct comparison, but it wouldn't go amiss on a Have a Croono album, the end part, and that of course is a high compliment. Yes, so love that. The folkish elements in it poke out every now and again, and it's one of those things, one of those songs I could listen to time and time again, and the album as a whole is well worth your ears. So there you go then, top notch. Clicky bollocks, catch you all next time. Cheerio.